detectives searching for missing Gaynor Lord have released new footage of what they say is the last sighting of her on CCTV before she disappeared. The 55-year-old mother has been missing since she left work early last Friday.
Norfolk Constabulary said it is likely she entered the River Wensum, adding that they can't explain her behaviour from that day.
Well, joining us now to give us the latest is talkTODAY's correspondent Nick Ellaby. Nick, we spoke earlier on this morning. You're in Norwich. Really, this story becomes stranger by the minute. We've seen the CCTV footage. We've spoken to a police officer this morning. Any further clues? Do the police have any further update about what their findings are?
Good morning, David. Morning, Sarah. I think the police are certainly keeping their cards close to their chest at the moment. There are echoes of the Nicola Bulley investigation, and the Norfolk Constabulary tell me they are keen to learn lessons from that. They also say that they do have indications as to why Gaynor Lord, the 55-year-old mother of three who's missing, left work early last Friday afternoon. What do we know? Well, we know she left work at Gerald's department store, where she works as a retail assistant for Bullard's Gin, at around 2:45 p.m. That's a full hour and a quarter before her shift was supposed to finish. Whether she received a call or whether her workmates know anything about why she left early, the police are not telling us any information about that at the moment. But that CCTV footage, as you say, shows Gaynor leaving work. We see her rushing through Norwich city centre, making her way down Queen Street here, just to my left. And then she gets to this crossroads where we are now, and you can see her crossing the road in a bit of a rush, and she's almost hit by a car here in front of this pub on the corner. And then she makes her way down this street here called Tombland into the cathedral grounds through that gate you can see. And there is some CCTV footage of Gaynor inside the cathedral grounds. There's a bit of a half-an-hour window that the police here in Norfolk are particularly keen to learn more about. They're appealing for members of the public to come forward with any information, anyone who may have seen Gaynor Lord last Friday afternoon between about 3 p.m. and 3:45 inside the cathedral grounds. Gaynor's sister-in-law does say that Gaynor has religion, but she's unsure why she would have gone to the cathedral. This is pretty much Gaynor's route home, but then at around 3:45 p.m, Gaynor is seen leaving the cathedral grounds and heading to Wensum Park, where two eyewitnesses report seeing Gaynor in the park. And later on Friday evening, Gaynor's clothes were found in the park. A white work shirt, a yellow tank top, and her green olive coat was found in the water. And that's led police to their working hypothesis at the moment, which is it has been for some 5 or 6 days that Gaynor entered the water, and they are very much focusing their search on the water. They've been in there with specialist dive teams over the last couple of days, painstakingly looking through about a sort of 50-60 metre stretch on the bank. We've seen them do it, sweep first with sonar all up and down the river, and then specialist divers just going through inch by inch that side of the bank, which is at the bottom of the park. And I mentioned Norfolk Constabulary say they're keen to learn lessons from the Nicola Bulley investigation, which this case very much echoes. And I asked Chief Superintendent Dave Buckley of Norfolk Police, what lessons have they learnt from that?
I don't think any particular lessons have been learnt from Norfolk. Like I've already said previously, I'm really confident in the investigation that we're undertaking. It's always really key for us to go to forces where similar inquiries have been undertaken, to see what could be learnt, to see what decisions were made, to see what things happened, just to make sure that we do the very best job of it we can.
So the Chief Superintendent did tell me a couple of things they were keen to learn from that investigation into the disappearance of Nicola Bulley is that, one, the way the police conduct their searches. He told me they are, at the moment, going back over some ground they've already searched, just to make doubly clear that they haven't missed anything. And then also the way they're releasing information to the public. We've seen them drip feed bits of CCTV over this week, and they're still appealing for members of the public to come forward with any information, however insignificant that may be, to help them just build up a clearer picture of Gaynor's journey from work at Gerald's department store at around 2:45 last Friday to Wensum Park at 4 p.m. A couple of things I picked up speaking to people who knew Gaynor since she was a young girl, in fact, is that Wensum Park holds a special connection in her memory. She used to go there. It's a popular bathing site in the 70s, 80s and into the 90s. And people used to go down to the park there and wade in the river. It was a very, very popular site, you know, a few decades ago. Another interesting thing is that we've had a friend of Gaynor come forward, a woman called Julie Butcher, who said that she actually received 2 phone calls from Gaynor on Friday. The first when she was at work at 2:15, and she wasn't able to speak to Gaynor at that point. She actually was busy with a client, and she said she would call Gaynor back. She then received another call later on around 4:15 p.m, the time we believe Gaynor was in Wensum Park, and she's very disturbed about that and wishes she had picked up the phone. Her name is Julie Butcher, and here's what she told reporters about those calls.
I wish I hadn't have answered that call. Really wish I hadn't have answered that call, and then she may have talked to me a bit more, or, you know, I might have found out the reason why she was calling me. She was happy on Tuesday, and we had a few gins with her, and, you know, the last time I saw her, she gave me a hug.
Police in Norfolk currently going through Gaynor's phone, which was found in the park on Friday afternoon, and also more hours and hours of CCTV footage from here in the city centre, hoping to build up a better picture of Gaynor's journey from work to Wensum Park on Friday. But their working hypothesis is still that she entered the water, and this is a missing persons inquiry still as well.
Nick, thank you very much indeed.